important to note that President Obama carried every southern state in which he actively campaigned during the general election. And then let's look at a few facts. I'm a fact person. In 2006, Democrats in the South gained a governor in Arkansas. They gained a U.S. senator in Virginia. They picked up 5 U.S. House seats, including 2 in Florida. In Mississippi, Democrats regained a majority in both houses of the legislature in 2007. Across the region, the 11 states of the Confederacy, Democrats gained more than 30 seats in state legislatures. The purple turned darker in 2008. Democrats gained 2 U.S. Senate seats, Virginia and North Carolina. And they made a net gain of 5 more U.S. House seats. That's a gain of 10 U.S. House seats in the last 2 elections, a gain of 3 U.S. senators in the last 2 elections. They picked up 3 House seats last year in Virginia, which gave them a 6-5 majority. They picked up 1 each in North Carolina, Florida, Mississippi, and Alabama. They lost a seat in Louisiana and another one in Texas. But also in Texas, Democrats gained 6 seats in the legislature, 1 in the Senate and 5 in the House. And if they pick up 3 more seats in the State House of Representatives in Texas, they'll have a majority. And now let's look at South Carolina. As many of you may know, in 2008, almost 100,000 more voters voted in the Democratic presidential primary than in the Republican primary. All I'm saying, it says something. And as most of you also know, in the past decade or 2 in presidential primaries, Republicans have significantly led in turnout in presidential primaries. And Barack Obama received 25% of the white vote in the South Carolina primary, despite having 2 strong white opponents, Hillary Clinton and then still unblemished native son John Edwards, who had carried the state 4 years earlier. Less well known is that 44 of the state's 46 counties voted more Democratic than 4 years earlier. And exit polls reported, well, Kerry has it 25%. I saw one that said people under 25. I saw one that said people under 40, a majority voted Democratic. But younger voters tended to vote more Democratic. And, you know, those younger voters get a little bit older and they become more of them. And the age may go up a little bit, and the older voters become somewhat, not fewer, but different. And even so, and there were also there was no campaign visits in the general election by either President Obama or Joe Biden in South Carolina. And there was a strong organizing effort beforehand, and it made its weight felt. Even so, Democratic candidates for Congress in the 1st and 2nd District ran competitive races against 2 entrenched Republicans. Henry Brown in the 1st District and Joe Wilson in the 2nd received 52 and 53% of the vote, whereas in past elections they won by a landslide.